So in this video here, we're gonna debunk again the myth there is in the fitness space. And today we're going to answer 5 specific questions that guys are having inside our community and on social media around building muscles. So grab a pen and paper, sit down, because I've invited Naomi in to talk with me today, and we're gonna debunk all the myths for you.
Okay, the first question comes from John, who's 38. I've heard that if I'm not lifting heavy weights, I won't grow muscle. Is that true?
Partially. The truth is, of course, you need resistance and you need progressive overload to force a muscle to adapt. But you can do that in many different ways. It's not just about lifting heavier. The tempo of which you're doing it is the frequency of which you're doing it. It's the intensity you have in each set and each workout. The mind to muscle connection. These are all aspects that goes into actually growing a muscle efficiently. Because if you, like say, you just focused on, hey, I need to lift the heaviest weight possible. Like you can look at the guys out there in the world, like the strongman, the power lifters and that sort of thing. And then ask yourself, is that kind of the look, the physique, the build that you're going for? Because that is just raw power and strength that they're going for. And then they're banging out all the calories to meet that. But if you're looking for more of a lean aesthetic look, it's about incorporating all the other tools, the mind to muscle connection, time under tension, progressive overload, and then having enough frequency in your workouts to stimulate that adaptation of muscle growth.
Next up, we have a question from Greg, 43. I heard that you need to train every muscle group every day to build muscle. Is that true?
Well, Greg, it depends on what your goal is. If you're trying to build muscle on your whole body, of course, like you gotta train your whole body on a regular basis. But I think your question is, should I train each muscle group each day to do it? Well, if you got 7 days a week, 6 days a week in the gym, you can get away with it. That's the old school bodybuilding split where you're hitting the body parts 2 times a week. But if you're like most people, they only have like 3-4 days a week to work out, then you're wasting your time because you don't have enough frequency to hit the body parts. So that's why it's more of a full body, upper body, lower body, push-pull split where you're combining muscle parts. So it's really a question about 1, what is your goal? And 2, how much time do you have a week to basically be able to allocate into it?
Here's one from Mike, 36. I've been eating a ton of protein, but I'm still not seeing the muscle gains I want. Do I really need to eat a lot of protein?
Well, first and foremost is I've been eating a lot of protein. A lot of people actually think they eat a lot of protein, but they don't. Like they don't get enough in general. I just know that for a fact. So step 1 would be actually counting how much protein are you consuming. 1, 2, it's not really about the protein in the end of the day. It's what you do with the protein that you're consuming. Meaning, how are you utilizing that in your workouts? So if you are, let's say you are 90 kilos or 85 kilos, let's say you're 90 kilos, you would need roughly to be on the good side to build muscle on 2 grams per body weight. So that means like 180 grams of protein is suitable for a guy like you. So if you're between 150, 180, you're perfect. And then it's really all a question about the gym. You lifting, you being better, you pushing yourself in there, and obviously having all the other in there as well, the carbohydrates, the fat, the overall diet, and then just the gym.
This next one comes from Alex, 42. I've been pushing myself every workout, but I feel exhausted. Do I really need rest days to build muscle?
Everything happens when you sleep. Everything happens every single day when you repair, you sleep, you recover and that. So you're going to the gym, you're tearing your muscles apart. Now the muscles need to rebuild back again, and that is actually what's making the growth occur. So yes, if you're feeling exhausted right now, for sure, rest. Also, again, I don't know how many days a week you trained, how many days? Every day, right? Every day, yeah. So too much, dude. Like lift weights 5 times a week, that you're more than fine. 4 times a week you can get away with. In the end of the day, it's if you're banging yourself out 6-7 times a week, like you are exhausted. So yes, rest, recover, and then look at the efficiency in your training. You don't need 7 days.
And lastly, we have Mark, 49. I heard that you need to spend hours at the gym in order to build muscle. Is that true?
Well, it's like sex. You know what I mean? Do you need to spend 2 hours for it to be good sex? Like there's a lot of, it's quality over quantity. You know what I mean? So in the end of the day, this guy's looking at me, he's like laughing.
I'm laughing, fuck.
Yeah, so in the end of the day, Mark, it's like all the other good things in life. You know, sex doesn't have to be 2 hours for it to be good. It's quality over quantity. So no, you don't need to spend hours in the gym. You need to be laser focused. You need to be present. You need to be there when you're there. Put your phone away. And you know, dude, I can get a workout done sometimes in 30 minutes, 35 minutes, where I'm taking myself in like, oh my God, like I'm wasting so much time doing it for an hour and 15 minutes when you actually can get it done. So no, you don't. You just need to be more effective and more efficient, present, put your phone out, and then just be there when you're there. All right, 5 different questions answered in myths around how to actually build muscle and get in better shape. So again, drop down in the comments right now what other questions you have, maybe about muscle building, maybe about fat loss, maybe about anything in general with your routines right now. Any questions is allowed here, all right? As always, remember to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.